Hey, what's going on? You're listening to episode 9, season 2 of the Ram Report. Back.
It's been a minute, man.
It's been a minute, man. Yo, we gotta give a shout out to Rod Bridges for putting the pressure.
You made this happen,
You
Rod.
made it happen, Rod.
I had to step up. You know what I'm saying, and be a man of my word.
Right, we had that. We had to make this happen, man. First and foremost, Happy New Year, to everybody, man. 2019, January 1st. We starting things off right. My man Simmons already got the plan, so we about to be busting y'all in the head for the whole 2019, man. So I'm excited, bro.
We got to, man.
Another real quick shout out. Shout out to BallIsLife Web Wellman. Had like 2 weeks of the best basketball experience I had in my life. Had me down for the Crown Town Classic in Charlotte. Then the John Wall Holiday Invitational. I got a chance to go live. It was a dope experience. Yeah. So shout out to you for making that happen. All right. You know what I'm saying? Shimmy to the right, shimmy to the left. Pass it to my man, Coach Anthony Simmons.
I'm gonna just take it from there.
I'm
just taking it from there. Once again, just want to talk to the audience out there, tell everybody, sorry for the delay, but we back. 2 topics today. All right, first one is, what is your expectation as a player when you come off the bench? And the other one is shooter versus scorer, or shooter versus bucket getter. What's the difference between the two? Mm-hmm. And what you're looking for. So what we want to do is, I think these are 2 topics. Number 1, A, to start the new year off, all right? But B, right now you're in this point in your season.
Right.
There's a lot of kids that's frustrated. There's some teams that 500. There's some teams above 500, below 500. Right now, coaches are making adjustments. All right? And one thing that I look at sometimes with my team and other teams, and I just think that you guys don't know out there, is like, all right, I hear this a lot in AAU, like, I gotta start, or if I come off the bench, I don't play right, mess me up.
Yeah.
Number 1, just to let you know, like, guys, we back. Let me clear my throat and tell you that that's bullshit. All right, so I just want to go ahead and let you know that's where we at for 2019. That's how I'm coming with the truth. This is what I feel like. That's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, a basketball player is a basketball player. You ready at any point in time. All right, but like at the same time, you know what we do over here. We not a talk show of like doing the same debates y'all do on the Instagram. Right. This person in their prime, who win. We don't do that over here. We educate. That's what we do.
That's all right.
This is my man Ray. He scouts. This is me, scout, coach, train, whatever. But what we try to do is educate the player and the parent. So here we go. All right. Time me 7 minutes. I'm about to go on a rant. But if you're in your car, if you're in your head, or you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're in the gym, headphones, or you just chilling, please listen to what I'm about to say, because I got a good one just to welcome you back. All right, so here we go. When you come off the bench, this is what you have to understand. As a player, your coach is expecting you to impact the game immediately. See, I see this a lot of times, and what I mean by that is, a lot of times guys think when they come off the bench, or players think when they come off the bench, you're actually allowed a warm-up period. Like, I think you guys actually think you allowed like 3, not 3. You know what I'm saying? Y'all allow like 5 or 6 sprints up the court. Like, that's not the case. Like, upon checking into the game, you should already be loose and ready to go. This is what your coach is expecting when you first check in. Energy. Mm-hmm. When you were inserted in the game, you're supposed to bring energy. You know why? There are 10 players currently on the court. They have been running up and down. Your ass ain't been in the game yet. So right now you have a full tank of energy. You should be ready to go. All right? Your coach is expecting you the next possession to be the fastest guy on the floor. Screaming, aggressive with your play. You know what I'm saying? When you come into the game, all right, there are several things also that you should already know. All right? So what I'm about to give you are the secrets to not even the secret, like, I'm giving you things that are going to allow you to be a great player off the bench. And these things, by allowing you to be a great player, can slide you into the lineup or make you effective or make you feel part of the team. However way you want to spin it, what I'm about to do now is give you gems. All right. The first thing, these are the things you need to be looking at while you're on the bench. So when you step into the game, you can now impact the game. Number one, you should be looking for weaknesses in the defense.
Mm-hmm.
All right. When you're on the bench, you're studying. All right. You should be looking for weaknesses in the defense. I'm going to give you two great examples. If you're a driver, which defender on the opposite team has slow feet? Which defender on the team can I put in a situation where either I can screen and get him switched on one of my better players, or I know immediately, let me catch a rip because this is going to be the guy I match up with, or I can go by him. If I'm a shooter, where are the holes in the defense? What defense are they playing? So now I know whether I'm one pass away, two pass away, can I flash middle? Or are they playing 1-3-1 so I can get in the corners? Is it 2-3 so I need to make sure I have my hand ready on the wing? Is it man-to-man so now I can make sure that I'm coming off the screen ready to go? Right? Are they denying the passing lane so I can cut back door to an open space? All right? Number two, all right? This is the second thing you need to be looking for. What plays are they running? Now, if you can't remember the entire play, what's the name of it? Where does the ball end up? Mm-hmm. All right? Because most teams, guys, are running action. They're running action for the ball to get to their better players or whoever their guys are. Okay? So when you're on the bench, all right, if they say Texas and it's a down screen, a pin down screen where they're flashing the guy from the weak side, start paying attention to that. Because what you're going to do now is that's how you get a steal. That's how you put them in a situation to break the rhythm and different situations like that. And lastly, when you're coming off the bench, scout your matchup. What guy do you normally sub in for on your team? Who's guarding him? Who's coming in off the bench to do that? All right? Now, once you know your matchup, how do I exploit that matchup? If I'm bigger, can I post him? If I'm smaller, am I quicker than him? Can I get by? Can I bully him on the boards? What can I do to help my team win? And lastly, when you're on the bench, an important thing you should be doing is making sure your team remains focused on the task at hand. Nothing pisses me off more as a coach than you're walking up and down the sideline and now you hear your kids talking about somebody in the crowd, or you hear your kids laughing, or you hear your kids talking about something else. In order to have great focus in the basketball game, you have to understand it's a competition, and for those 32 minutes in high school, you got to be focused on the task at hand. That's getting a dub. We ain't friends. We're not shaking hands. We're not cool. We talk about this shit after the game. All right? This is a job. You know what I'm saying? And that's the problem, is everybody's not looking at this as a job. All right? If we could compare a basketball team to McDonald's, the cashier don't flip the burgers.
Right.
Man. Cashier don't flip the burgers. All right? The dude that flip the burgers don't hand the food out. Mm-hmm. Shorty that's taking the order, okay, she don't take the trash out. All right? Everybody has a role. All right? At Bojangles, you got somebody taking your order. You got somebody taking the money. You got somebody seasoning the fry. You got somebody getting the bag. You got somebody getting the tea. All right? You got a couple of people making the biscuits. All right? You got somebody in the back frying chicken. All right? You got people greeting. You got people in the dining room that just pick the tray up and put it down. Everything has a role. All right? And all those different pieces and parts put together make something beautiful. All right? A 4-piece supreme dinner. See what I'm saying? Lightly seasoned fry.
Lightly seasoned. Sweet tea.
You know what I mean? Honey mustard. But the point I'm making is this. Like, when you come off the bench, you have no excuse now not to be great. All right? Your coach has an expectation. All right? You don't get a chance to slide into the game and take 2 jogs and warm up. If you're not sprinting in your first sprint, when I just put you in the game, I'm going to hit the horn again, and you're coming back out. All right? Players, start paying attention. Start bringing energy in the game. And remember my points.
Yo, that you kind of hit a soft spot for me as far as like starting the game. Like, as a basketball player, I never cared about start. Like, I never understood the whole thought process around, if I'm not starting, like, I don't know, maybe it's because, like, I was raised as somebody, like, my pops always instilled in me, finish strong. That's always what mattered, right? So when I think of playing the game of basketball, I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, is it nice to start? Absolutely. I'm not taking nothing away from people who start the game of basketball. What mattered, though, is, like, if you're coming off the bench in a game that's 32 minutes and you playing 17, 18 minutes, like, you're valuable. You shouldn't.
It sucks, man. The attitude sucks.
The attitude, I mean, just because you're not there when the tips off. Like, what does, like, in the grand scheme of things, man? 2019, y'all need to ask yourselves, why does it matter?
You know what? Because honestly, and what I'm seeing as a coach, I'm trying to get better every day. It's the first sign of cancer. Like, it's the first sign that this kid could be a cancerous kid.
Because they mad and they rolling their eyes.
Yeah, but think about it. That's a conversation you usually have before the first game. Or you see it early. You know what I'm saying? And that thing can fester, and it festers the other player. It's bad, man. It's bad.
Because you don't start. And the thing is, like, again, Coach Simmons, you hit too many valuable points, man. But, like, the ones I just want to elaborate on is being valuable and paying attention. Like, if you come in the game and you got an attitude or you feel like you need to warm up, obviously you feel like you're too good to be coming off the bench, where's your competitive spirit to prove something?
Exactly.
Like y'all should be jumping out there like, I'm about to if you want to start, if that's something that's important to you and it means a lot, do what you need to do to start. When you get in the game, you need to do all the things Coach Simmons said. Observe, take over, help your team, talk, be the fastest on the court. I mean, you got the most energy. You've been sitting there watching the game, or you're supposed to be watching the game. But again, I've seen it way too many times myself as a scout. Like, you're watching the game, you look at a team's bench, and like the guys who come off the bench are kind of like staring off into the crowd, or
it's bad.
So like that, it's just weird for me. Like, I don't get why there's so much emphasis put on starting the basketball game. You see, if you watch basketball at its highest level, there are people that come off the bench and make millions upon millions of dollars for it. And there are some people who come off the bench and like show and prove. Like, you got somebody like Terry Rozier, who's coming off the bench behind Kyrie Irving. Now he's put himself in a position that he's going to be very fruitful because he was ready. And that's all. Like, y'all don't know what could happen, man. Like, somebody in the starting five can get hurt, kid can transfer schools. If you're not ready, why are you going to be put in that position?
But the crazy part of this is why are you focused so much on hearing your name on the intercom versus the production? Right. The production is what gets you minutes. Like, there are some people that don't even play on your team, so it's so selfish because it's like, like, you should be happy to even be on the team. Like, there are dudes that for 82 games in the league don't sniff the court. Like, do you think like they could be doing something else? Right. Like, even in college, like, the last man on that Duke bench, like, he is ecstatic to be there, man. And it's a cancerous thing, man. And it's just a thing that, guys, we got to fix, because let me tell you, like, basketball is a simple game. It's a thinking man's game, and it's just about focus. Half of the things I named when I said look for weaknesses in the defense, what type of plays are the team running, scout on your matchup, that's just paying attention. A trainer don't got to teach you how to pay attention. School and your parents do. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to, like, paying attention and being able to, like, these are things that make you valuable no matter what, your size, your height, your strength, anything, man. So I think we did a good job on that topic, man. And let's just transition to the next one. All right. And this is for a lot of guys too. Shooter versus scorer. All right. Shooter versus bucket getter. And like, what qualifies you for that and all those different things, man. A lot of times, all right, so this generation is all about offense. All right. But what pisses me off about this generation is you're looking at somebody in a Steph Curry or Russell Westbrook or James Harden that, number one, A, appreciates the history of the game, and B, works damn hard on their craft, And it's so disrespectful that you can just look at them and think you can do this without putting in years of work. Years. Like, if you follow James Harden's story, like, James Harden put in years and years and years of work and had a lot of different types of motivations and things that bumped him, you know what I'm saying, to who he is today.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So let's start out by first just giving you the definition of these things. All right. A shooter usually needs usually needs to be in a set or have rhythm or have something designed for them to score. A scorer is somebody that no matter where they touch the ball, they can create off the dribble at any time from various spots on the floor with a variety of shots. They can create, post, pull up, dribble, drive, float, etc. Now, a scorer can also be a shooter. All right? Like Klay Thompson. But a shooter generally scores majority of their points with jumpers from a pass from a teammate. Now, a shooter can be a scorer in a situation where when shooters become hot and them getting hot can result in them scoring 30 or more.
Right.
A la Lou Williams. Mm-hmm. All right? He's a shooter scorer. Right? Klay Thompson. He's a shooter scorer. If Klay Thompson get hot, Klay Thompson can get 60. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference. For my old heads, Vinnie Johnson.
Ooh. The
microwave. Okay? That brother was different from back here with it. Okay? Crew socks. All right? Now, scorers also live at the free throw line. Now, one thing that frustrates me about today's players is this. All right, trainers, I have to pick on myself. I have to pick on each other. All right, not really picking on myself. I'm just gonna throw in here to be humble, like Kendrick. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I already do this. You know what I mean? It's one of my niches. Okay. All you see is guys in videos working every day on moves to go around contact. Mm-hmm. Euro, drag, switch your feet, spin away, phase, like all these different things. But what you have to understand is this, like, if you work on playing through somebody, you're gonna get everything you want. Because let me break you down, all right? Let you know about the basketball minds, mm-hmm. You know, that I've been blessed to be around. If you know how to read a defender and draw contact, that shows a deeper level of understanding how to read the floor. That means you can really see things 2 or 3 times before they happen because you're putting a guy in a position to touch you, all right? In which then is nothing he can do, all right? So what that does is it makes you unguardable because now that defender, you're going to see him mm-hmm. Try to avoid touching you.
Right. Like,
you see that in the NBA with Harden. This is what I mean. Like, he's so good at reading contact and anticipating contact that when dudes guard him now, like, dudes don't even put their hand there. They be like, because they know he immediately, like, he's anticipating your movements. So in turn, like I tell everybody else, a Euro step, if you get a no call on a Euro step, 50% of the times you're going to probably miss it. All right. B, you're going to probably fall on the ground. C, you're going to throw that thing over the goal. Or you're going to miss a lip and look crazy and you're going to have a stupid face. But if you go through the contact, then you can get a foul. You can get an and one. He gets a foul. Ball gets out of bounds. Set play. You know what I'm saying? And now you might have an opportunity, like I said, like to get to the line. So, like, that's 5 things. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I might have said the same thing twice, but either way, hell, shit, it's better than one.
Right. So, I mean, my question to you, so the people can be clear, is like, how do you, like, obviously everybody wants to get buckets regardless, right?
Right. Give me that counter question. I'm ready to.
Yeah. How does a person know which one they should be?
All right, so let's go to this. All right, you can be neither one if you don't shoot. If you're not working on your game five times a week. So if you're not working on your game 5 times a week outside of practice, you're not either one. You're not either one. What we call that is okay. Shout out to Mike Dye, Southside Raleigh, man. Keep that on the list. All right, listen. Okay? If you don't work on your game 5 times a week outside of practice, including in season and game, we're not talking to you because you ain't a shooter or no damn scorer. Okay? You fugazi. All right? And that's not even a basketball term. Okay? You're fugazi. All right? So, what I mean by that is this. A shooter is somebody that can catch it off a flare, that can catch it off a curl, that can actually spot up, that has basketball footwork, that understands and reads and run around the screen. Just because you can hit 3 jump shots uncontested does not mean you're a shooter. You have to be able to do this in a basketball motion because, like, to draw it up or the squad is set, like, that's different. Now, if you're a guy that can hit 2 or 3, that means you can just hit an open shot. All right, you play with DJ Thomas, you staying wide open, you can hit an open shot. That don't mean you a shooter. All right, shooter means that also if I get you 6 to 8 looks in the game, which is probably what most shooters get in a high school game, that if we get a good pass and you get a clean look, you're gonna hit 3.
I think ooh.
Yes, you're gonna hit 3 to 5 of 8. You're gonna hit 3 to 5 of them. All right, back in the last year, what's my man's name? He ain't even really have the crazy footwork, but I'll give you 2 examples. Dylan Blake from First Flight can shoot every shot. Shout out Anthony Brew. If you don't know my man Brew, Bucket Real, you know what I'm saying? He has a lot of gems that he's opened up and a lot of jewels that he's put on for you guys through the state of North Carolina, coming out of Eastern North Carolina. All right, Dylan Blake is one of them. Best shooter in the state. D1 coaches, y'all ain't holler at him, you're crazy. D2 coaches ain't holler at him, you're crazy. D3 coaches, all y'all crazy as hell. Okay, right. NAIA, crazy. JUCO, grades good, don't even holler at my boy. All right, D1, D2, right now, best shooter in the state. Okay, you get him looks, he letting that thing fly. And he defend. All right, what's my man name? He used to go to Garner last year, Demetri Horton. I wish I could have saw him with better footwork, but this is what I know. You get that brother 8 looks. Okay, he go 0 for 4. One of them things fall, he hit 5 of them things in a row. Okay, and they're changing the game. That's a real shooter. Okay, a scorer is somebody we can hand the ball to no matter where or put in a different spot and he actually can get a bucket. I'm going to give you an example, all right? So, some of the flat out, just natural scorers that we have in this area. Throw me one, Ray.
Elijah Jameson, all
right? Various ways, scores in transition, okay? Now, let's look at my man from Garner. Big Makai, right? Oh, yeah. Not the same thing, but let me tell you why he a scorer, because immediately when he comes off the bench, you can throw it to him in two or three spots on the floor. He can get the same thing every time. Same thing every time. Another dude I like, all right? Crazy. What's my man from Millbrook? Point guard, number 5. I think his name's like Patrick or something like that.
I'm not sure, but yeah, I think. Yeah,
he nice too. Like the way he scores the basketball. All right. Of course, we got DJ Thomas, but bro, they run the system. They kind of boxing my man in. Let him go. Let him go. You know what I'm saying? Let him go. But what I'm saying is this, guys. Regardless, you have to be able to do these things in basketball sets with basketball footwork, not 1,000 dribbles. Can you come off a pin down, square up, and create this? Can we get you the ball in the short corner? Can we get you the ball off the elbow? What I'm saying is, guys, you have to put in work to do these things. Just because you hit 2 shots in your gym class, that don't mean you a scorer. Just because half of y'all need 45 shots to get 10 points. That's not shooting. That's not scoring. You have to know the difference in these things, and you have to stick to it. Also, shooters don't need mad dribbles.
No.
All right? They need a good point guard, a good passer, a good screen. You know what I'm saying? Or just a clean look. So a lot of what we're saying, guys, is you have to really understand these things. And you want to test? All right, I do it all the time. Go to the gym. All right? Go mid-range first. 5 spots, 5 shots. All right? Shoot 5 set. Shoot 5 rip. 1 rip right. Shoot 5 rip left. All right? And really start looking at the ones you make. If you hear a lot of it's telling you. And you have to do these things game speed. This step out, I'm just giving you simple. I'm not giving you your. What I'm saying is you can look at the percentages. You know.
Those facts, man. I got nothing, bro. Like, you done gave these people the gospel.
We back, man.
We back. Yeah.
We back. I missed the microphone, man. I missed the mic.
Yeah,
It's
man.
the mic, man. We back.
So real quick, man, with that, we gonna leave y'all with that. I got to spotlight. I'm probably spotlight a couple players, man, because we saw a lot of high level basketball this week.
We didn't spotlight hella people.
Hella people. I'm gonna start off with the hometown hero, DJ Thomas.
DJ Thomas. DJ Thomas.
Yo, shout out to you for kind of just holding down the Hoop State and letting the world know, because the world will see that mixtape. Like, yo, we not hype over here. We don't do that fugazi stuff over here. Like, we are the Hoop State for a reason. We done produced so many pros. We got so many people overseas, so many people in the league. Like, the fact that you kind of just carried that weight on your shoulders and stepped up to the challenge for the second year in a row. You didn't do it once, but you did it twice. You know what I'm saying? Dropping 20 and a half, 30 for the game, efficient as hell. Like, shout out to you. Then another spotlight I want to give is Tanias Peace, his teammate, 2019 6-foot point guard.
He was hooping.
Tonight you showed out, man. I watched you.
Peace.
I watched you since middle school, man, and you've had a lot of ups and downs, but you continuously gotten better.
He a dog.
Yeah, and I mean, lightning quick, plays hard as hell. Pass the rock, does it all, man. Like, so those are my two hometown shout outs, man.
Can we go down east real quick?
Go down east.
Greg
GG.
Listen, man, say his name a lot, but just have to say his name again, man. Like, I just like he's growing each and every game.
Like yo,
he's
Greg
starting to become nastier. He's
right.
clapping like.
He looking real pro-ish right now.
Yeah,
you
man,
know what I mean? Like, I don't.
Shout out Gilbert.
Yo,
Warrior
shout out to you,
Flow.
Gilbert. You know, Warrior Flow. All
Shout
day.
out my man.
Yo, like,
strongest trainer out.
Yo, yeah, like all his kids have that definitive dog.
Low key and Ty Burt.
He
coming, seeing GG doing his thing. That's what I'm saying. Like, his angriness is spread to the light skinned brother.
right.
Light skinned, but I'm still a dark blank. Straight up, TB.
So KJ too. KJ the point guard.
Yeah, he a little angry joker.
Yeah, he runs the show, man. So I like that about him as well. Let's go to the national spotlight, man. Your boys, man.
Listen,
Rainy High School, man. Like,
listen,
they got a 6-man rotation, but
listen,
they got two of the best players in the country.
I rock with Rainy. You know what I'm saying? I rock with Rainy. But just let me slide in real quick. Hey, yo, Terrence Clark like that. I tried to tell y'all brothers, ain't nobody want to believe me. But he next. Like, he really, 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 really next. Hey, yo. Terrence Clark like that.
Yeah,
he got it all, son. But he got a chance to be Penny, son.
Yo, what I saw that in the CP3 Rising Star a couple years ago, man, and he was a dog then. But yeah, for him to come and show out on basically he's on the Stars of Stars team. You know, that Brewster Academy team, like you said, they got high major D1s coming off the bench. So to kind of be a shining light amongst other lights, that's special, man. He got it. He got it.
And Rainey got 2 jumping jacks.
Yo.
Listen, Scotty too hottie.
Brian Antoine. Yo, Brian Antoine probably became my favorite player.
Listen.
That brother.
Right, you got a bucket coming.
Oh,
boy, you better put him in the game.
Yo,
you better run him off a pin down. Ain't nobody playing with you.
And it's cash. Like, the net barely moved when he...
Yo, listen. Slight bounce to...
reverse it. Y'all don't see the BallIsLife mixtape, all HQ, Hoops HQ.
Yo, key, shout out to Hoops HQ. They got Simmons and the little Wake Forest. Get up. Hey, yo, shout out to Odios on the front row like that. On the front row like that.
Yeah, man. But, Scotty too hottie. About to, probably be the defensive player of the year at the SEC. Brian Antoine, man, like, special. I think
he's different.
I mean, he plays obviously we just told you he offensive game is on smash, but
he be out there. Yo, Ryan got one for you. Brian Antoine out there looking like a low budget Michael Finley. Low key.
Yo.
Low key, he be getting his Michael Finley. Yo, I'm about to tweet Rod. Yo, what you think?
Yo, shout out to the table talk we had too, man. Yo, the John Wall Holiday Invitational, man. It's not just a basketball event, man. It's like a family reunion in that joint, man.
Yeah,
so,
yo.
shout out to all the people we saw in there, chopped it up with.
They show love, man.
Met for the first time, met for the 50th time. It is what it is, man. But like we gonna end it on that note, man. We out of here. We missed y'all. We back.
We back.
Easy. Hey, what's going on? Thanks for checking us out, man. This is one half of the Ram Report. Ray Masonette. Just wanted to give y'all a quick reminder. Make sure y'all hit us up on social media. We on Instagram. We on Twitter. But also make sure y'all give us that 5-star rating, man. We would really appreciate that. Drop a comment. Let us know what you're thinking. Again, we do it for y'all, so we definitely want to make sure that interaction piece is there. So go ahead and drop that comment, rate. Give us that 5-star rating. We out.